We are looking like we have several dry days ahead of us. Blue skies right now, very sunny over Tacoma. The mountain is out, and that has been the story for Western Washington today. Lots of blue skies. Let's get to meteorologist Adam Claibon. This is going to last for some time, right?
It is, and so we'll take the dry forecast heading to the 4th of July. It's going to be nice, and we're probably going to knock about a good, I would say, 10 degrees off of today's highs as we get closer to the 4th of July, maybe even 15 in some cases. But here's our forecast for this evening. It is going to cool down if you're heading out to the Royals and Mariners matchup here. That's going to start up at 6:40 there at T-Mobile Park. Plenty of sun out there. Yes, it's going to be a little warm initially, but should be comfortably, I guess, mild as you get ready to head on home with temperatures around those lower 70s. Now, we are going to see a cooling trend tomorrow. It will not be much, but we will at least knock down maybe 2 to 5 degrees across a lot of our region. We'll continue to see that cooling heading into Wednesday, and this is going to be the day that we really start to see more of the noticeable cool air beginning to arrive, and that's because we'll have a front push on through. Might add a few clouds here to our forecast, but it is going to be more seasonal as highs generally an average should average be about the mid 70s, so we'll be much closer to those numbers, and by the time we head into the 4th of July weekend, it's looking like we're going to stay right around those numbers, those mid 70s, maybe even some low 70s in some cases. So it's looking like it is shaping up to be, yes, a nice long dry stretch of weather for us, but at least it's going to be a little more comfortable by that point too. And we'll get enough of a breeze to come around it. Those firework displays, those of us who probably might be firing off fireworks, that smoke that often gets caught up in the atmosphere, hopefully we'll get enough wind to kind of carry that along out of here. Here's Golden side right now, looking at our Granite Falls area. You can see Mount Pilchuck off into the distance, a little snow still on the top, plus just a beautiful blue sky there. Pretty comfortable here as you get closer to Port Angeles, as we're not one of the ones which are as warm. Currently seeing temperatures more so in the 70s, and we'll cool down here into the 60s as we head into the night. Kind of the camera angle right now, that's why you're seeing more of that orange hue showing up on Mount Rainier, but it's a really beautiful shot, and we do have a little bit of a haze showing up in the sky right now. We're going to see our temperatures drop from more of those 80s and 70s down into the low 60s, maybe even the upper 50s by early tomorrow morning. But it has been a warmer day in comparison to yesterday. You've seen those numbers up by about a good 5 to 8 degrees. The coast has been cooling down. That's why we're only sitting in the 60s out there if you're trying to beat the heat. That's the place to go. Again, Port Angeles right around that 70-degree mark. 79 in Port Townsend right now, sitting at 79 in Bellingham. So the rest of us are still dealing with some of that warmth and that heat for the time being. High pressure still in the dominant feature, but once that moves off towards the east, that's going to allow this cool air to arrive, and that's really going to cool us off as we head on into somewhat tomorrow, but more so into the day, heading into Wednesday. So here's your forecast. Next 7-day stretch, we got the 80s tomorrow, then it might be a while before we get back up into the 80s because we'll see more low to mid 70s into the end of the work week and through the holiday weekend.